Hello beautiful humans, I'm Brynn, a teenager passionate about veganism and sustainability, and for a couple days, maybe like a week or so, I've been kind of in like an uninspired rut. So I decided to try to get myself out of it and just do a whole little life reset, and I'm going to take you guys along on the ride. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below what you're thinking of the video. Let's get started. You might also notice that I have different hair now. I chopped it all off and it's like really blonde now. The first step to my little life reset is to get all of the things that I don't need kind of out of my life, declutter my life a little bit. So my first step is to actually declutter all the physical things in my room. So I have a list of a couple things that I'm going to work on decluttering today. So first I'm going to start off by decluttering my closet and my clothes, shoes, anything that I don't need or wear anymore. I'm pretty pared down to what I actually use and need, but it's still good to just give it a little look through. Maybe something has just been sitting in the back of my closet that I haven't noticed. And then next I'm going to be looking at all my books and journals and seeing if there's anything that I've already read and done with, seeing if I could do anything with any of this. And all of these things, by the way, I'm going to try to find other ways to get rid of them without having to throw them away, because that's really wasteful. So I'm going to look to maybe selling them, donating them, giving them to friends and family, all kinds of those things. I'm also going to be going through my makeup, which the old makeup that I don't use is obviously going to be thrown away. It'd be a little unsanitary to give it to somebody else. And then I'm also going to go through all my drawers and anything in my room that wasn't in like the closet or on my bookshelf. I'm just kind of going through my desk, things like that. I'm also going to be going through my jewelry because I have a lot of old jewelry that I haven't worn in a really long time. And my jewelry space is very crowded right now, so I thought I would just clean that up and get that all taken care of. And the last part of my little declutter is a digital declutter, which is going through my phone and computer and deleting old photos, going through my apps, going through social media, just getting it all cleaned out, and anything that I don't need can be deleted or I can unfollow. And that is my whole declutter session. Now that I've decluttered anything that I don't need, I'm going to now clean my room and clean my space. I think a clean space is very nice for kind of like a fresh slate and a good start for a life reset. So I'm going to first kind of tidy around anything that's out of place. I'll put it back. I'm going to vacuum my room. I'm going to dust it and wipe off any counters or the bookshelf. And then I'm also going to need to do my laundry because I have like a pile of laundry on my bed that needs to be put away and cleaned. So I'm just gonna clean my room a little bit, get it nice and fresh and clean. The next step is for me to kind of reorganize my life dashboard. I use a lot of my organization in my life. I use the platform Notion, which is basically, you can do anything with it. I use it I found this life dashboard template from Michelle B. She's another YouTuber, and she created this life dashboard where you can just put in your goals and what you're going to do for the week. And Notion, you can have lists. I have a lot of stuff for YouTube all organized in there, but I haven't been using it a lot recently. I've just kind of like forgotten about it, and in this summer I've just kind of lost all that structure that I had before. So I want to start kind of revamp it up, go through it and clean it up a little bit, get it ready. And this week I'm going to try to get back into the habit of checking it every day and getting back into a structured and organized day. A key piece of having a life reset is getting inspired, and that's something that, inspiration for me comes just out of nowhere. So sometimes I'm just super inspired to just get to work and do all of these things, and then the next day I'm just like dull. I can't motivate myself to do anything because I don't have the inspiration. And that's kind of part of the reason why I kind of set myself a little vision board, so whenever I'm feeling dull, I can just kind of look at it and just look at all the pictures that I put, all the quotes, anything, and really try to get inspiration from that. So if you haven't made yourself a vision board, you can do it on an actual physical board. You can also do like a digital vision board. Just something that you can look at and get inspired by is really good. I do have a video on how to make a vision board, so you can go to that video now. Go ahead, do it. I think one thing for me was just kind of like look at that vision board and really get inspired by it so I can accomplish the next step, which is setting goals. This next part of my little life reset is very important, and that is to look back at your past goals for whatever time period you have had before. You can look back at the goals that you had set before then and evaluate how you did it by acknowledging the wins and maybe if there was something that you could have improved on. Look at your goals and kind of evaluate how you did. And for me personally, I set summer goals, and summer's technically not over. I have like half a month left, but I was a little disappointed with how I did my summer goals. I made them at the beginning of the summer thinking I was gonna, do it all, crush it, let's do it. And I did nothing. I literally did nothing this whole summer. So I think I realized that I kind of set myself up for failure by setting these big goals, but not a system to back them up. So for example, one of my goals was to read 5 books this summer. What I could have done better is set a system where I break it down and say, okay, every day I'm going to read 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 pages, something like that, and actually break it down and make it into a system of every day. And instead of just placing this big goal of read 5 books this summer, yeah, and then I had no system set up, and I think that's why I didn't accomplish that in no way, shape, or form. So I think when I'm going to set my new goals for my big life reset, what I'm going to do going forward, I think I'm going to focus on setting a system rather than a big goal. And I can set those big goals, and it's good to have the big goals, but I think it's even better to have a system to back them up, so you have a plan of how you're going to get to the goal instead of just being like, I'm gonna do this, and then you never get to do it because you don't know how and when and if you'll have the time because you haven't set up a system to help you accomplish that goal. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you are feeling refreshed and renewed and having that nice clean slate, and you're going to go into whatever next chapter of your life all energized, inspired, and ready to conquer the world. And go you, by the way. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!